Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening from anywhere and anytime you're joining us in this live stream on YouTube and Facebook for this very, very special live talk with Yogi Mingyur Rinpoche. My name is Dani Ramirez. I am a student of Rinpoche and part of Turga International team. And today I have the delight to help host this live talk with our dear teacher. In this next hour, Rinpoche is going to present us his newest program called Anytime, Anywhere Meditation, which will have its world premiere on a hybrid event live from Edinburgh, Scotland, in almost 1 month from now, from June 30 until July 2. During this unique weekend, Rinpoche will present his new program, and he will be joined by very special guests like Mathieu Ricard, Richie Davidson, Vidyamala Birch, and so many others. You can find out more about this program on events.turgar.org. So now, without taking more of our time here, I would like to happily welcome our precious teacher, Yogi Mingyur Rinpoche, to talk about his new program and explain to us how we can meditate anytime and anywhere. So please welcome Rinpoche La. Please teach us.
Thank you. Thank you very much and welcome. So I think maybe we have some question, right? So maybe we can begin with some question.
Yeah, thank you, Rinpoche. So we're very excited to hear about this new program of yours. And one of the questions that many people have is that you're always very dedicated to bringing meditation practice to the modern world. But why do you believe this is important, and how can people actually benefit from it?
Yeah, so meditation is really helped my life. So normally I'm sharing this a lot in my books. I wrote 4 books and my story there, and I give a lot of teachings, and I always share my own experience that when I was young I had panic attacks, and the meditation is really help my panic. And special for me is panic become my friend. So normally what we call, there's a problem and there's a solution or antidote, and then this antidote sometimes get rid of problem, then problem is gone. But normally what we call the best solution or the best antidote is the problem itself. So if the problem become support for you, so the traditional example is there's like in the mountains in the Tibet, sometimes there's a robbers. If these robbers become your bodyguard, so that is the best protection for you. So the idea is, for me, through this special, the meditation technique, that in the end panic become my teacher, my best friend. And not only with the panic, so can apply with the depression, with the low self-esteem, with the stress, with the overthinking, and not only with the difficult emotions, also it will enhance that our, what we call innate well-being. We all have a lot of potentials, capacity, power, skills, wisdom. You all have your own wisdom. So this can enhance with these meditation techniques. So I thought it's really relevant right now Special now in the modern, there's a lot of technology developments, and there's a lot of material developments. But at the same time, our innate well-being, the inner well-being, not so much developed. So sometimes people feel a lot of stress, like me, feel panic, panic attacks, anxiety, loss of steam, so many things. So for this kind of like sometimes it may become it is the obstacle that mentally, and these meditation techniques are really helps, not just short time. It will go through your entire path. It will become your inner development. It will become spiritual enhance. It will help us discovery your potential, your innate, your inner well-being. So therefore, I thought this is really important, and it's really important for me. So I think it's really important for everybody, special nowadays. And this is why I'm teaching a lot meditation here and there. And I feel so happy when I teach these techniques, because I believe it really helps. And so far, many people get benefit by these teachings. And I don't feel tired also. I'm really happy to share. And though my schedule is sometimes very busy, but I always feel joy and very happy to help many people through this particular lineage and practice.
Thank you so much, Rinpoche. You just mentioned about this innate well-being, and we know that in this new program, you emphasize that meditation is not about controlling or changing ourselves, but rather about discovering our innate qualities or this innate well-being. Could you please explain a little bit more, like what exactly is this innate well-being and how can we cultivate it through meditation?
Yes, so meditation is not, so many people think meditation means think of nothing, empty mind, empty brain, and no thought, no emotion. That's impossible. We cannot do that. If you try to do that, what will happen? You will think more. For example, you can say, don't think about pizza. What will happen? You will think about pizza more. So normally I teach this a lot. So when you say, don't think about pizza, then so many pizza will come. And another misunderstanding is some people think meditation meaning blissing out, peace, calm, 1, 2, 3, relax. The more you relax, you get more tense. So look for peace, calm, joy. Also doesn't work, because, for example, when you go to sleep, in the night, when you go to sleep, if you think, I need sleep now, what will happen? Sleep run away. You will become more alert. So that is our normal habit of our mind. Sometimes what I call crazy monkey mind. So it's always jumping, and it does the opposite. So when we say no pizza, more pizza will come. When we need sleep, sleep run away. So these are misunderstandings about meditation. Though the calm, peace, joy, clarity are the byproduct of meditation, not the essence of meditation. So the real essence of meditation is we don't need to do anything. We don't need to look for anything. We don't need to create anything new. We don't need to get rid of anything. It's just there with all of us. So this is our sometimes what we call basic innate goodness, what I call innate well-being. So we all have that. So there are so many different, in the tradition, there are so many different talks, teachings about that. So that means we all have this wonderful nature. So fundamentally, all of you are by nature wonderful. So when I was young, I'm having panic attacks. And I learned first time these teachings from my father. And my father said, don't try to fight with the panic. So what I did is I always fighting with my panic attacks. Sometimes I run away from my panic attacks. Sometimes I surrender to panic. I fight with the panic. Panic become worse actually. So for me, panic is the most problematic. The panic is stronger than panic itself. So my father said, don't fight with the panic because you don't need. Why? Our fundamental quality, the innate well-being is like sky in the mountain. I was born in the Himalayan mountain. So we have very wonderful sky, but Himalayan mountain are not always beautiful and nice. Sometimes we have storms, winter snowstorms, summer thunderstorms. So they are very scary. So I develop panic attacks, mostly these weathers. And I have a problem with strangers also. So my panic said, my father said, these experience, those feelings are just like storm in the Himalayan mountain. My panic attacks is like storm in the Himalayan mountain. My inner well-being is like sky in the Himalayan mountain. So no matter how much storm comes in the sky, that sky cannot be changed. The nature of sky cannot be changed by storm. Isn't it? Yes or no? How many of you believe that? I think you all have sky there, right? Sometimes there's a snow comes, sometimes heavy rain comes, sometimes thunder comes, but these I cannot change the nature of sky. So what is this innate well-being? What is this inner sky? So what we call awareness, love and compassion, and wisdom. So these are the very ancient kind of tradition that to recognize this innate well-being and be with that. So now you don't need to stop thought. You don't need to look for peace, calm, joy, because your true nature is perfect from beginning. Your inner well-being is wonderful. It's complete. It's not incomplete. It's complete. So we need to know how to recognize that. First, we have to recognize. And second, we need to maintain that. So that is with you already. You just maintain. Thought is okay. If you maintain your awareness, if the pizza comes, let pizza come, let pizza go. Let sleep come, let sleep go. So if you not look for sleep, actually you get sleep better when you In the night, you just relax. When you relax, then sleep will come more easy. I need sleep, I need sleep. Sleep go away. So then what happened? Eventually, not just awareness there. There's a love and compassion, innate love and compassion with us 24 hours. And not only that, we all have wisdom, this innate wisdom. So these three things I discuss with the anyway, anytime meditation. So what we call AAM. So this I create new program that everybody can benefit. And this is kind of like essence of this ancient practice. So to recognize our innate qualities. So how many of you believe now you have awareness all the time? So when I was young, my father told me about these things at the beginning. I don't believe that. So of course, at the beginning, it's very difficult to believe. But now I believe, because we have this technique to how to recognize that. So these techniques are called the meditation. So maybe I will teach you one simple meditation technique now. So awareness. So I will talk a little bit about awareness. Awareness meaning our fundamental quality of the mind. Sometimes what we call clarity, awareness, luminous mind, and cognitive mind, all are same meaning. That you all have this sense of knowing, right? Can you see my hand? Can you see this screen? Yes, that is awareness. Can you hear my voice? Yeah, of course, right? Through awareness manifests through eyes, can see. Through ear, can hear. Through nose, can smell, can taste, can feel sensation through the body, cold, warm, pleasant, unpleasant sensations. And through mind, you can think, thoughts, emotions, and habitual tendency. All are the manifestation of awareness. So now the practice how to connect with awareness, maintain that, we have to choose one object. So maybe we will practice breathing meditation, the first. So breathing meditation is, okay. So we will practice breathing meditation, okay? So I will ask you a question. How many of you are breathing right now? Raise your hand. Please raise your hand in front of video. I hope you're raising hand. I only see screen. Okay, so how many of you not breathing right now? Raise your hand. It's the same question, right? So that means meditation. That's the awareness. So when I ask you, are you breathing now? In that moment, your mind is with your breath. Mind and breath together. When the breathing in, you know you're breathing in. When the breathing out, you know you're breathing out. So breathing in, breathing out. You just know. You just feel also okay. You know also okay. Or you articulate about your breath also okay. So normally there are three different personalities. Some they observe, image comes with the breath. Some you need to feel sensation through the nostril, the feeling of breath, warm, cold, or touching sensation. Some you have to articulate, you have to talk about, I'm breathing in, oh, no, breathing out, okay. So you have to describe. Any style is okay, as long as if your mind, breath together, that's fine. So that is the breathing meditation. Easy, right? And some of you might say, I'm not breathing now. That means your mind also with the breathing. So Actually, meditation is very easy. Just, the breath is coming in and breath is going out. But of course, our mind cannot be with the breath too long, few seconds. Totally okay. Maybe breathing in, breathing out, we forget the breath and we are in the restaurant having food or thinking about to-do list for tomorrow or totally lost something, event, something happened yesterday. No problem. Remember again. Oh, breath again. I'm breathing. The breath is coming in, breath is going out. And while you're watching the breath, if the pizza comes, no problem. Let pizza come, let pizza go. It's like this. Breathing in, then in the background, maybe pizza comes. Breathing in and breathing out, and another pizza comes. Breathing in again, then pizza go here. Breathing out, and then pizza go. Another pizza comes. No problem. As long as if you remember your breath, 2 pizza, 3 pizza, 10 pizza comes, no problem. So not only pizza, to-do list, restaurant, relationship, your work, your life, past history, future plan, anything can come. As long as if you still remember your breathing. So what we call okay with not okay. Bala bala okay, yada yada okay, anything's okay. But you're not totally lost. You still remember glimpse of the breath. Okay, so we will do this practice together for one minute. So please, everybody, keep your spine loosely straight. And first, feel your body, and special the gravity in your body, and relax muscles in your body. And now, please, to be aware of your breath. You can close your eyes or open eyes, up to you. Just feel or observe or talk about that you're breathing in and breathing out. So meanwhile, as I mentioned before, all the to-do lists, tomorrow plan, past history, they all can come. Don't try to stop them. And as long as if you still remember your breathing, your mind, and the breath together, you're okay. You're in meditation. You are with awareness. Okay. How was it? So actually, you can apply this is the formal meditation. Now we let go of everything and we practice meditation together. But informal meditation, you can meditate everywhere, anytime. So this is why this new program, what we call anywhere, anytime meditation. While you're walking, while you're having coffee, you have breath with you all the time, right? 24 hours. So you can watch half breath, quarter breath, or one full breath. It doesn't matter. Just glimpse here and there, anytime, anywhere in your life. Especially when when I was young, when I feel panic attacks, I watch my breath. Panic comes, watch breath. Worry comes, watch breath. Anger comes, watch breath. So this is the first step normally. So then normally what we have to do, if you are new to meditation, we have to do this kind of meditation, let's say the breathing meditation for 1 month, at least 1 month. Then eventually you can use the anger or panic or any other thing as support for your meditation. Later you can do that. Yes.
Thank you so much, Rinpoche. You just mentioned, so for example, with the anger or the panic, that we can also meditate. And normally you mention a lot that we can use the ups and downs of our lives, our problems and emotions to become support for our meditation practice. But how do we do this with emotions, for example?
Yes. So this is a really good question. So how to do with the emotion? First, if you're new to meditation, the first we need to meditate. But normally in the AAM, we have like breathing meditation or sound meditation or mental recitation. So one of those meditation practice apply every day. Maybe not need a lot at the beginning, the time-wise, short time, maybe 5 minutes for a day. But consistency is very important. Every day 5 minutes for maybe for 30 days. Then after that, for example, when you watch the breath, the breath becomes support for meditation. Then next step is to bring awareness in our body. So first, maybe with the sensation in your hand, maybe try like this. Everybody raise your hand. So when you raise hand, what are the sensation in your palm? You might feel warm or cold or tingling or weight, gravity, or you don't feel anything. All these are fine. Just be with the weight or cold or warm or no sensation, anything's okay. Yeah. Now put your hand down, relief. So before you have pain, so unpleasant sensation. When you put hand down, relief, pleasant sensation. So with the body, feel the body with the sensation. Then slowly, for example, when you feel angry, you watch the sensation first. Actually, when you watch the anger becomes 4 pieces normally. Sensation here, image, voice, and belief. So belief says, this is not right. Actually, he or she has to do right, and not doing that, I'm angry or I hate. Then sensation comes when you have hatred, burning or pain or hurt or like become like drunk, shaky, lot of sensation. Then there's the image of the person. Then there's a lot of voice. When you watch all of those, then normally what we call anger become like shaving foam, look like piece of rock, but inside full of bubbles, right? There's 2 benefits. One, the anger becomes support for your meditation. Just like watching the breath. You watch anger, and anger becomes support for your meditation. Why I say anger? Because when I was young, at the beginning, I cannot watch my panic attacks. It's too much, overwhelmed. And my father said, then you need to choose something easy one first. So for me, anger is easy. I'm not so easy to angry. I'm not an angry person. So I work with my anger. So all of you can. If you have maybe strong emotion is the hatred or depression or panic, maybe don't watch that at the beginning. First watch the sensation, then watch another emotion, less something easy emotion, and maybe even positive emotion. Then slowly you can watch that strong emotion. So for me, later I watch my panic attacks, and then panic become support for my meditation. Second, panic become pieces. Panic is changing, not like strong, solid like rock anymore. So that's what we call wisdom, seeing the true nature of panic. Pieces, so many pieces, and they're interdependent. If you take away sensation, no panic. If you take away image, no panic. So they are interdependent and they change all the time, impermanence. So understanding that is the wisdom. So this is the like small example of how to work with the emotion.
Thank you so much, Rinpoche. Rinpoche, I have a last question, and then I would also like to welcome everyone on YouTube and Facebook to submit their questions using the chat. And please, when you submit, put the hashtag #AskRinpoche. And then my last question would be, although meditation may seem simple and easy, like you're explaining and showing to us, many people find it challenging to practice. And what are some of those reasons why people struggle with meditation, and how can we overcome those challenges?
Yes, so I think maybe there's 3 reasons why people feel challenged. The first is misunderstanding. Many people think meditation is thing of nothing. That is impossible task. And people come to meditation expecting thought go away, and this panic go away, and cannot. They will come more. No pizza, more pizza. So then difficult in the end. I cannot meditate because I cannot stop thinking and thought become more. So there's one misunderstanding. Another misunderstanding is people feel meditation meaning, as I mentioned before, blazing out, looking for joy, calm. When you look for joy and calm, peace and bliss, normally what they will say, I'm busy. You have to make appointment. Same like, I need sleep, and sleep go away. And then people disappoint again, peace. I cannot get peace. So, but the secret is no need to look for peace, no need to stop thinking. Connect with the innate well-being, the awareness with you all the time, love and compassion with you all the time, wisdom with you all the time. We didn't discuss much about love and compassion and wisdom in the AAM meditation. We talk a lot about these things. You will know later. But you all have these 3. So you already have it. You don't need to do anything. You just be with that. So these misunderstandings, because of that, people feel meditation is difficult. And second difficult is the timing. Some people, they want to meditate too long from beginning. So no need at the beginning. 5 minutes is for a day, the formal meditation. 5 minutes is okay. But the problem is after 3-4 days later, we don't want to do again. So try to develop habit. So to build new habit, it will take 30 days. So if you survive every day 5 minutes of meditation for 30 days, then after that more easy. And another is anywhere, anytime. Some people think meditation must be special environment, special posture spatial with the environment. Of course, formal meditation, you can do that, but informal, you can meditate everywhere, anytime. So it's quite easy. So these are the second reason that people feel meditation difficult. And the third is normally what I call too easy. Actually, meditation is too easy, too close, too easy, become difficult, too close, cannot see it. Because awareness, love and compassion, wisdom with you all the time is too close, sometimes not easy to see it. So as I introduce you, are you breathing now? And I hope all of you said, yes, you're breathing now. That has become the meditation, right? Actually, it's too easy. But that's true, that's okay. Mind and breath together is the meditation. And when you continue to maintain that, first you recognize that is a meditation. And if you maintain that, that has become the meditation practice. Actually, quite easy. Meditation is quite easy.
Thank you so much, Rinpoche, for all this information. And I'm sure many of us are now very excited to look and receive this new program of yours. And we are receiving a lot of questions here from people. So now we're opening for questions coming from our participants from YouTube and Facebook. And our first question is, Rinpoche, you have a program called Joy of Living for people that want to start meditation. What is the difference from Anytime, Anywhere meditation from the Joy of Living program?
So Joy of Living is more elaborate program. So we do Joy of Living in person. I teach time to time, or the meditation teachers in Dergar, they teach time to time. And we have online Joy of Living. So if you go to dergar.org, I think dergar.org. Normally I don't look all this. I even don't look much my YouTube or Facebook, my website. So I don't know, but maybe they will tell you there's a website. And you can do what we call experiential learning, step-by-step practice. So it's kind of like finish level 1 with the homework together takes 6 months. So this is just for the level 1. But now here, AAM is just few days program, like essence of this Joy of Living, and to go to the right essence. And special, this is really good. People are quite busy and not much time, or people very new. It is kind of like very good for new meditators, and also good for the advanced meditator. I still practice these techniques that we talk about in AAM. Although I meditate more than 30 years, I still practice those.
Thank you so much, Rinpoche. We have another question here. Someone is saying that my anxiety gets worse when I meditate sometimes. Am I doing something wrong?
Sometimes it may become a little bit worse. What we call, if there's a river during the monsoon season, like in Asia, the river become muddy, you don't see fish in the river. But when the river become calm and clean, then when you look at the river, you see a lot of fish. And you might think, wow, so many fish are here, where they come from. Actually, fish are there during monsoon season, but we cannot see it because the river is muddy. So we have a lot of thought, emotion, so many. At the beginning, we not recognize. When we meditate, sometimes we recognize, looks like getting better. And that is actually good sign. But if you feel overwhelmed, then normally what we call take a break. Don't meditate too long, very short. And do physical exercise, really important. Yoga, a little bit aerobic exercise is very important. And this misunderstand special. Don't think that meditation is stop thinking or looking for peace and calm joy. It's just knowing you are conscious, right? Your mind is different than piece of wood. Your mind has this luminous quality, clarity. And that when we be with the breath, knowing the breath or being breath, feeling breath, you're exercising that luminosity, that clarity of the mind. That's good enough. So these are really important to remind the misunderstanding about meditation, short time, many time. And if at the beginning getting worse, remember there's a good sign, it's okay. And do physical exercise. I think these are very important. But if you really feel overwhelmed, sometimes there's a lot of, how to say, the trauma involved or panic has been a long time, then you should really go to check with the like a therapist.
Thank you, Rinpoche. Another question here is while meditating, every time I can feel some jerks or movements in different parts of my body, like a sudden push. Is there some explanation for this? Is it normal to experience weird things during meditation?
Sometimes it may happen. Normally, like 10% of people out of 100, 10% of people feel what we call energy movement. So sometimes when we meditate, what we call in the body, there's a prana, bindu, nadi. So prana is energy, the nadi is the nerves, the channels in the body, and the bindu is the cells that moves within the nerves. So entire body is the nerves, the cells, and the energy, the breath, oxygen, all this is the body. And when we meditate, they are transforming what we call from impure to pure. So for that transition, the energy movement comes. So energy movement has four things. One, the first is sign of energy movement. Sometimes feel hot on the top of your head, like opening, closing. And sometimes pressure or bliss or tingling the chakras, meaning the energy centers like forehead, throat, heart, or from the spine, there's tingling, like something moving up and down. And some people feel the middle of the body, there's a vibration, like shaking. And some people tear comes, and some people even moves, a little bit. The bodily movement or something may happen, but doesn't matter. All these are not bad, but it's good. It's the energy movement. So the sign, first one. And second thing is what we call five sensitive perception. Sometimes you see the light, dot, or sometimes you might have even visions of enlightened beings or ghosts, or hear some music, or some people mantra, or sometimes messages, smell something, taste something. So these are the five sensory perception. The third is the emotion up and down. And the last is the sense of energy, or positive energy here, negative energy here. And they come in the dream also. So within these four, the two is real, the sign in the body is real, emotion up and down is real. The other two is not real, the visions, but it's a good sign, but don't attach to that. Normally what we call, treat as just like watching television. So especially the drama, there's a good person there, a bad person there. It's just movie, it's just drama. And you don't need to care about those. So first important is recognize that these are energy movement and don't care who they are, whatever they are, don't care. And second important is to physical exercise again, drink water, a lot of water. So it's purified, warm water, especially is good. And then don't meditate too long, short time, minute time, and especially with movement, you can do walking meditation, and you can do even meditation even formal meditation while you're hiking in the nature. So then up to a certain level, it will go away. So sometime when the people comes this energy movement, they might think, some people think I'm enlightened. Some people think I'm become crazy. So you're not crazy, you're not enlightened. It's just energy movement.
Thank you, Rinpoche. That's very nice to hear. So you mentioned this energy movement that can happen during meditation. We have a question that is almost related, but someone is asking, are there any risks to meditation?
If misunderstood our meditation, you think meditation is a thing of nothing, no thought, no emotion, and then it might get stronger. It might get some very disturbing, because then thought becomes stronger and you're fighting with that. Or if you meditation meaning craving for peace, calm and joy, always looking for that, and tired, then so sometimes people, peace, calm, concentration, too much concentration, too tight at the beginning. These are sometimes they might have side effect. Otherwise, there's no danger, no risk if you understand the natural state. And sometimes energy movement comes and people not recognize energy movement, and if you too much attached to the image or sound or sensation, it might be stuck there. Otherwise, no danger.
Thank you so much, Rinpoche. We have another question here. Someone is asking, what is the difference between learning meditation and learning Buddhism? Can non-Buddhists also meditate?
It's a difficult fine line. So normally Buddhist is not religion. The Buddhist is to discover the who we are, our innate well-being. And or another way is like the Buddhism is the way of life. And there's a lot of similar scientific style that you investigate, like awareness, to see the nature of reality, or ask question, like examining, analytical meditation. All these are there. So they are very close. So whatever you can call it is okay. Meditation, Buddhism, the meditator and the meditation. So sometimes what we call, when you begin to recognize love and compassion, awareness and wisdom, that's the main practice of Buddhism. Buddhism is all about awareness, love and compassion, wisdom, nothing more than that. Yeah.
Thank you, Rinpoche. We have someone asking here, how can I use meditation in coping with grief?
So, like what I teach you today, the breathing meditation is like for this style, like when you feel grief, you watch your breath. When you feel grief, you watch your breath. After a certain level, first grief comes, then meditation comes. And then grief slowly go away. And then second, you feel the sensation in the body. In the end, you feel the grief itself. You watch that. So these are with the awareness meditation. So step by step.
Thank you so much, Rinpoche. Another question here is, I'm a 16 years old boy and I started my meditation practice. I started with breathing meditation for 5 months. What meditation should I practice now?
Okay, so now maybe bring awareness to the body. So you already meditate 5 minutes, the 5 months. So bring awareness into sensation first, maybe cold, warm, gravity, whatever. Maybe you can begin with the top of the head, and you can scan slowly your body and just relax and try that one.
Dear Rinpoche, what does it really mean to love yourself?
So, love yourself. It will not come right away at the beginning. But the first, we need to learn what I call okay with not okay. For example, when we watch our breath, then there's a bala bala, yada yada, right, wrong, all this. Okay, let them come. Let pizza come. Let to-do list come. Let anger, let uh, guilt, whatever, let them come. It's okay. As long as if you still remember the glimpse of your breath, anything's okay. So that is your learning, actually, acceptance. You're learning compassion, self-love, the beginning of stage of self-love. Love. Then eventually, appreciation is really important. So we appreciate about quality within ourselves, around us, about the world. Could be a very small thing. Like today I washed dishes. How wonderful. I'm still alive. How wonderful. I have some friends, family. How wonderful. And I walk. I did a little bit exercise today. How wonderful. So just small things to appreciate, and that really then begin to develop self-love through the appreciation.
Thank you so much, Rinpoche. We have another question here from someone saying, I am filled with envy and judgment towards other people. I don't want to be like that anymore, but I can't help myself from wanting to get results right away. I feel bad about myself. What should I do?
So then when you feel wanting to judge, watch your breath. Oh, I'm judging. So first just catch to recognize, oh, the judgment is coming. You don't need to say good, you don't need to say bad. Just to be aware of, yeah, judgment is coming. So when you catch that judgment comes, that is very powerful actually. Not judge, maybe become more judge. Look for judge, also not good. So, oh, oh, I'm judging now again, yeah. Oh, then watch your breath. Oh, recognize your judge, watch your breath. So that's the first step. And second step, when you judge, what is sensation? Sensation in the body. What are the thought? What are the automatic thought? What are the belief behind that? What are the image? You can watch that. So these two things, very helpful. And of course, these are what I'm teaching with awareness. So there's another technique with the love and compassion. There's another techniques of wisdom. So that you have to learn step by step. So these are the first step, these techniques. And another third important thing is appreciation. You try to appreciate about others. So everybody has basic goodness. Everybody has this inner well-being. Everybody has great qualities. Try to appreciate a little bit, even write down. And slowly you will appreciate more with others. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Someone is asking here, he's saying, I have been meditating, doing breathing meditation mostly daily for the last 3 years. How do I know if I am getting the benefits and doing it right?
So normally the sign of the real meditation is you'll become more open, flexible, easygoing, and more calm, peaceful. As I mentioned before, calm, peace, joy, these are the byproduct of meditation. And these are the best sign. Otherwise, maybe some people say, I meditate, I have special wisdom came, or I have special power, supernatural power. Those are not important. Even you can fly. The fly, now everybody can fly, right? If you have money, you can fly. Fly in the aeroplane. So those are not so important. Like treating others' mind or levitating, maybe some even thing. Those things are not so important at all. The really important is our mind become calm, peaceful, more connected with the compassion, awareness, then good sign.
Thanks, Rinpoche. I'm sure I'll remember this the next time I'm in a plane. Rinpoche, what is boredom? Why do we feel bored? How to deal with boredom?
Yeah, the boredom normally comes. So normally what we call in the, as I mentioned before, we all have this, the innate well-beings. But on the service level, we sometimes what I call three sense of self. The surface level, the selfish self or unhealthy sense of self. Then below, healthy sense of self. Then the essence is what we call luminous self or self beyond self. So normally, if we follow that unhealthy sense of self, then we feel something wrong normally. And that will create boredom. So what is unhealthy sense of self is made by three things. It's difficult. Maybe I will tell you so many things. Might be too many information, but you can learn later. One is permanent. One is singularity. One is independent. So for example, boredom normally really comes with the permanent. Like if you eat, maybe you like the pizza most. Your favorite food is pizza, and you eat morning pizza, lunch pizza, dinner pizza, next day breakfast pizza, lunch pizza, dinner pizza. What will happen? You feel bored. Same thing. So we need to change. So the healthy sense of self is not permanent, it's impermanent, it's changing. It is creative. It is interdependent. So connection with others, connection, love and compassion. So when you connect with independent, such as love and compassion, impermanent changing and creativity, you feel more happy. So therefore, try to be with the healthy sense of self. Even the meditation. So normally I teach at least 3 techniques of meditation. Always breathing meditation. After a few days later, you feel bored. Then maybe sound meditation, maybe mental recitation. So you need to change also.
Thank you so much, Rinpoche. Do we have time for a last question? Is that okay? Last question then is, what are the benefits of just being aware all the time?
So the real benefit is now, when aware meaning not like this, being with your innate quality. Then what will happen? You will discover the sky itself. Then you can have cloud, but you're not lost with the cloud. So the real freedom comes then. The contentment, the liberation, what we call sometimes liberation, freedom, real happiness, real joy, not just joy, there's a love, there's a wisdom. No matter how much up and down, there is up and down, it doesn't affect you. So you are more connected with awareness, love and compassion, wisdom. So that's the benefit of the meditation. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Rinpoche, for being here with us during this entire hour, answering so many of our questions, and especially for creating this new program to all of us that with very busy lives. So to learn us meditate anytime, anywhere. Thank you so much. And thanks everyone participating here on YouTube and on Facebook, and for submitting your wonderful questions. And I wish you all a wonderful weekend, and that you feel inspired by Rinpoche's words to start this amazing journey that is meditation. So bye-bye, everyone. Have a wonderful weekend. And it was really nice to spend this time with you. Thank you.